In order to raise the energy a bit, I'm going to talk about energy. I know this was a bad pun, but the first thing we talk usually about is problems. We usually start with problems which are going to try to solve, but this time I'm not going to talk about a problem. I'm going to talk about an opportunity. And that opportunity, that opportunity comes from the fact that we have two systems which are partly incompatible. First one is the advent of the distributed renewable energies, such as solar rooftops. Those are cheaper and cheaper, and people can't get enough of them. But on the other hand, we have the traditional centralized energy system, which was designed somewhere around the dawn of the industrial age. So you can ask any electricity engineer, you can see that they don't match very well because of imbalances and all kinds of technical issues. But how about changing the entire system, but not only the technical architecture, but also the social driver behind the project? Enter the prosumer. What is the prosumer? The prosumer is a new class, a new kind of actor in the energy system, which was made possible by the advent of cheap, renewable, distributed sources. So the prosumer is not a consumer, is neither a consumer nor a producer, but something more. If the consumer is passively paying his bills, the prosumer is making money from selling energy. The consumer is wasteful. The prosumer is a driven, tech-savvy entrepreneur. So how about creating a system that it is centered around the needs of the prosumer? And this is what I want to present to you today. This is Enty, which is a cooperative of energy. It's an energy cooperative, which means it's a network of microgrids over a blockchain platform. How would that work? All the assets of energy producing would be owned by the cooperative, which in turn it would be owned by the prosumers. There would be subsidies and way to influence the producing of energy and of saving energy by two things. Usually people only focus on one, which is tokens. Okay, but how about gamifying that concept? I mean, gamifying that behavior. So we have both gamification and exchangeable tokens for the peer-to-peer sale of energy and for energy saving and other network services which are usually overlooked, such as balancing and other vital things that should not be overlooked. So you might ask yourself, why would this model be any better than the centralized? Well, for 7 main reasons. And the first one is the prosumer itself being at the core of the concept. So all the revenues which are made, all the profit which was made by the intermediaries in the old centralized model are going to be redistributed to the prosumer so that the energy is not only cheaper, but it becomes a revenue stream itself. Plus, you have total cost transparency and you have total cost control. That would be in the center, the prosumer. After that, you have the chance to save the planet. Everybody wants that. But you can get to integrate renewable energy sources in a way and in a scale which is not possible on the current centralized model because all the problems which are technically made by the renewables. So you can alleviate a lot of the pollution. Further on, it is very efficient. Only in Romania, per year, we're losing 4 billion euros in transport and distribution inefficiency. By bringing consumption close to the production center, we eliminate that loss, and also you can say goodbye to power fluctuation or interruptions. Resilience. By a combination of blockchain technology, microgrids, smart metering, and automation, you can have a grid which is extremely resilient to both cyber attacks and extreme weather. In the case of a normal grid, if there is, a huge storm, the entire grid might fall off if just one transmission line falls. In that case, in the case of an energy community like this one, only a node falls and the entire network stays up. We can also fight energy poverty, which is a huge thing, is a huge problem in Romania. Only in Romania we have 100,000 households which are not connected to the energy system or which are unable to pay. And we are going to change that with a model that means giving them energy for renting space. We can also help the energy producers, such as builders of solar panels, because by giving them access to a huge market, we can help them build economies of scale to drive the prices even lower. And last but not least, to come full circle, it's all about the prosumer again, and all about their independence to make choices in terms of managing team, in terms of in which technology we invest, and where do we invest next. This is a comparison with similar projects on blockchain, which are tackling the energy field. And I dare to say that Enty is the most, goes the farthest, because we also take into consideration gamification, the decentralized governance, and the social impact. So we want to fight energy poverty. The first stage would be to launch an energy cooperative in Romania to pilot the concept. I already have for that institutional support, a team of experienced energy specialists, and partners in networking, energy automation, and AI. But of course, we want to expand. And by expand, we mean ICO. And we're going to use the funds raised from that ICO for 4 things. The first would be to build an front-end app for the end users so that we can steer the behavior with gamifying. Further integration in the energy markets, spreading the awareness, and of course, building microgrids themselves. For now, the concept itself, it was made by me. I'm an energy specialist at heart and by background, but also we have institutional and technological supports of our partners. Thank you very much, and I hope I have your support in building the first Energy DAO. Questions?